Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening. Hope everyone's keeping well out there and I hope you've enjoyed yourselves if you've had football Friday last night and also today. We've got tomorrow to come. It is the big Weekender Show, isn't it? That's also Premier League, the start. I've been doing my fantasy team, not doing too good, but hey ho, it's what it's all about, isn't it? Anyway, let's just hope if you've managed to get to a football match, and I'll tell you a little story. I was out and about last night. We know what's happened. We had Gordon Johnson on the show. Thank you very, very much to Gordon Johnson for explaining everything about, well, not everything obviously, because he can only give his opinion regarding the safeguarding, and also no parents allowed at the four hubs in Liverpool. I'm not too sure what it's like where you are, Sheffield. Let's know wherever your hubs are around the country. Let's know whether your councils have allowed any parents on. Please, I'm sure Nathan can give us a little bit of a description on that one. Anyone from the Sheffield and District Junior Sunday League, most welcome. Please, Doug, anyone, I'm sure they'll get in touch with us and let us know how it's going with their games as well, because obviously COVID-19, as we explained yesterday and as Gordon quite rightly explained, it's here for a long time. It's not going away anytime soon, so we have to grin and bear it and try and get on with it as best we can, to be honest. I think everyone knows my opinion. I do believe that one parent at least should be allowed in with the child. Yeah, I'll keep banging a drum and keep telling you that one as well. That's what we thought it was going to be. Obviously, the Liverpool City Council decided it wasn't fit for purpose, that, to be honest. And last night I was out and about. It wasn't just Liverpool City Council. We know the hubs have agreed with them as well. Yeah, okay, it's all to be safe, not sorry. We know that we all need to work together. As I explained last night, we need to work together as a team. We need to. Now, I was out and about last night. I've probably said that 3 times now, but pretty dark at the end of the night. It was okay. There was a few teams there. This was representing at the Jeffrey Humble, one of the hubs, and also Watton Catertail, JFL, the teams from there. Now, I didn't see any problems whatsoever. The majority of parents did keep away, and probably thankfully after all that, because the rains did come rather heavy with a bit of lightning as well. So maybe those parents there thought, do you know what, they did us a favour last night. We didn't have to go out there, we didn't have to go and watch the kids. We stayed at home nice and dry, ready for the kids to come home and make their tea. Anyway, they got away with it. I didn't. I got rather soaked with the referees as well. Well done to the referees, brilliant games. And the kids themselves, they enjoyed themselves, having a smile on their faces, and the coaches and 1 or 2 welfare officers that we talked to as well. The staff, pretty cold out there, standing on the gates, feel sorry for them. They have a building there, but no one can go in the building, and if they do go in the building, they have to wear a mask at all times, and they did. Now, there's been a lot of animosity, we all know that, because parents want to go and watch their child, safeguarding reasons. It's a big, big plus, that safeguarding. We don't want to pick on the staff. They're under orders from their hierarchy, their bosses, Liverpool City Council, what to do, what not to do, and I do believe that they would love a few more parents to come in. Well, they may as well have on Friday, because it was so funny, and I'm not criticising anyone here, not whatsoever. They had children there, they wanted to go and watch them, some of the parents. So they did. They went round the borders, the long way round, wherever they could. This is Liverpool, these are parents wanting to watch their child play football. Can't blame them, won't blame them. I don't want to do it, I suppose, because football, once it's in your blood, it's in your blood, regardless of what anyone else tells you. If you've been watching those children for years, you want to continue watching those children for a few more years as well. Okay, someone put a point to me the other day, and it's totally different, saying, well, you can't watch the kids in the classroom, can you, when they're doing the work? No, maybe you can't, but this is a sport and activity. This is what we're all after. Kids want encouragement. We were all kids once, weren't we? We all wanted the encouragement. Do you remember? We didn't want the animosity shouted at us. We didn't like being shouted at, and kids still don't. And this is why we're saying safeguarding plays a big part in this, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So last night, plenty of parents decided they were going to watch the game from outside the premises. And in Merseyside, there's a big open field there, and also there's a cemetery at the back. Well, these parents were climbing over the cemetery walls, and if you looked up, you could just see the heads popping out from the trees, and I just thought it was hilarious. These are what people are doing to watch a game of football and watch their children play football. And I'm not knocking them in the least, not in a million years, no. And even when honestly, I felt sorry, because when it pitch black it went. Now, they probably got lost trying to get back out, because you couldn't see a thing where they were. You could see a couple of white faces looking around trees, and you could see them popping out, and it was so funny. I must admit, would I do it? Probably, yeah, I would. And I just felt sorry. It's grassroots football, but not as we know it. Not as we know it at all. Let's just hope by next weekend it has resolved itself, and the one parent is allowed in with each child. The kids need encouragement, the referees need encouragement, because the majority of referees are under 14, or 14, sorry, should I say, under 18. They're still at school, and you need their parents with them as well, because a lot of young referees have a parent with them, and they need support and encouragement, because if you've got an abusive coach or manager out there, that's going to come across very strong if they've got no support whatsoever. No committee members have turned up. You know, lucky enough I was out and about last night. I've been out and about today, watching the football, seeing what the parents are up to, seeing what the games are going like, and seeing how the coaches are reacting, and also talking to the staff who are on duty, and everyone over the last 2 days you cannot knock. They've been absolutely fantastic. So North Liverpool JFL League, fantastic. The committee there running around everywhere, making sure everyone's enjoying themselves. And in the real world, we'd all want one parent there at least, you know, but they have to do their job. There have to be a committee. They have to make sure that the league is running well, the kids are playing the games, because that's what they've done. They put games on for everyone to enjoy, and I was enjoying them, the referees were enjoying them, and especially the kids, they were really enjoying them. And I didn't hear any animosity towards the referees. I've had no reports whatsoever towards the referees. But as far as I'm concerned, I think everything has gone great over the last couple of days. Whether it means to go on the third day, it's a big league tomorrow that we're at, game back in Jeffrey Humble, Walton Caredale. We want to see how that goes. We know there's teams pulled their teams out over safeguarding regulations. They don't feel up to it. They feel as if they need to do it. So obviously it's put a different couple of fixtures together. Whether any more teams pull out by tomorrow, I'm not too sure. Probably there won't be any changes. This weekend is going to go ahead where there's no parents allowed in the hubs, and I believe different councils have had different rules, different over COVID-19. I don't know. The majority are up, they're up, majority are down. I think everyone knows where I'm coming from. But I just want to make sure that everyone's happy and enjoying grassroots football. Yeah, okay, I put a post out this morning stating, you know, if you're not allowed, respect is the key, because we want encouragement towards the referees as well. From the coaches, from the managers, please respect them. They'll respect each other. You respect each other, they'll respect you. Kids on the pitch, managers aren't shouting or shouldn't be shouting. If the coaches are shouting and screaming at the kids because they're doing wrong, they're not passing the ball correctly, that's wrong as well. We need coaches out there to encourage the kids to play football, encourage every move. They don't like being shouted at. We keep emphasising this. You know, it could be a safeguard matter if you start shouting at children. If they don't like it, you know, that's the simple thing about it. Encourage the kids to play, especially in these hard times. COVID-19 is here to stay. We need to encourage them to be happy, smile on the face. And if the parents are stood on the hills outside, which they were last night, which they were today, plenty of them today, we do believe it's going to get even bigger. Parents aren't going home, by the way. They're sitting there waiting till the kids finish their games, taking them, and it is going to cause a lot of congestion. This is what's happening. We expected it, and it is what's happening. It is grassroots football, but not as we know it, and I'll keep emphasising that. It really isn't as we know it. We've got to get used to it. I've been talking to a lot of parents today, as well as coaches, even referees, who know it's just not the game that we know. Is it going to change? Fingers crossed it is going to change. Referees are just getting on with the game in a different light, because as I say, last night I was talking to a referee who just said he's just so used to parents on there. He got used to the atmosphere. He likes the atmosphere. It just seems very dull as a game of football, very quiet, and that's what it is, because there's a lot of encouragement come from parents. But I'd like some of these kids to tell us. Maybe I can have a little chat to one or two of the kids tomorrow and ask them how they feel about with no parents. Let's see what their comments are coming back to me. We know what the comments are from the parents, and myself and everyone. We're all in agreement. And as I said yesterday, we're one massive team. We need to work together and make this go away if we possibly can. Wearing a mask. If someone asks you to wear a mask, wear a mask. It's as simple as that. If you're indoor in the buildings, you need to wear a mask. Just wear a mask. It's for your own safety, for everyone else's safety. And this is why I say we're a big team, and the kids' safety as well. Now, if it's proven that all the parents are causing this, then I think every parent will turn around and go, do you know what, you did really, really well there, stopping us going in. But it's not stopping anyone, because there's no social distancing. When all the parents are congregating, you can see it. You can see it a mile off. They don't mean to. It's just that they want to pick their child up, make sure the child goes home safe and well, gets fed and watered. It's as simple as that, and they've enjoyed the games. Well, plenty of the kids did enjoy the games today, and I saw no arguing towards the referees. Everyone just got on with things. Yes, as we say, it was very very quiet on the touchlines from the coaches. It was great, it was walking around, but yeah, I felt a little bit lost, because as I say, it's grassroots football, but not as I know it. I talked to plenty of parents. We have some banter. I couldn't talk to them. I did last night. It was really, really wet and cold, and it was really cold today. The sun was out, but the wind's starting to bite. You can feel that. You've got to keep the kids on the move. The referee's got to be kept on the move. Everyone's got to be moving and keeping warm. And parents are going to turn up regardless. We know that. But as I say, let's hope common sense prevails and one parent is allowed in with their child for safeguarding reasons. This is what we emphasise. Next week, everyone will be in agreement with it. Everyone will adhere to the rules. At least one parent can be there, one parent can be at home, and then maybe they can swap the following week. One can go 1 week, dad can go the next week. If that's the case in grassroots football, they like to watch their children playing football, then work out a system together. That's all we need to do. We're one big team, we're one happy grassroots football family, but not at the moment, because football is not as we know it. Grassroots football, that is. Even the Premier League, that's not as we know it, because there's no fans there either, no spectators. What are we doing? I'm really not enjoying the Premier League at the moment either, because I'm looking and hear the false background, and I just can't get to grips with it, because I think teams are playing different without the fans. Yeah, everyone's playing the game, everyone's having a go, they've got to, but you've got to feel sorry for the lower teams, because if there's no fans going there, where are they making their money? How many businesses are going to lose out? This is what my worry is, because if businesses are losing out, they're going to just close down, there'll be no employees, and also this will affect grassroots football, because no funds will be paid, so no teams can go on, so you'll see more and more teams folding left, right and centre. We don't want that. We want grassroots football to take part, to go ahead, to be smiling. I'm smiling when I'm going out there. I'm trying to talk to as many people as I possibly can, and we know what the conversation is all about, and COVID-19 won't go away in our lives at the moment, and even in conversation we can try and make it go away, but unfortunately it's going to be the topic of the day for many days to come. I'm just going to have a little glance to see how long I've got on the show. Got plenty of time. I've got 6 minutes up on the show. But as I say, we've got a little bit more to mention. We know grassroots football is not as we know it. Everyone will be telling me that tomorrow. Just be safe and well tomorrow, please. Don't have a go at the staff if you're going out to football. Please remember, they're there trying to do a job. They're trying to keep you safe, themselves safe, the kids safe, everyone safe. We're a team football family, please respect these staff. If they're trying to stop you going in, they don't want to be threatened. I don't think you should threaten them. It's not about that, because you want to go in and watch your child. Have respect for each other, have respect for yourself and everyone around you as well. Please, we all want to get this resolved. We want one parent at each game. Please, that's what we can try and do. Let's abide by whatever regulations are coming out. Let's all work on it together. Next week might be a different week where we can all get together and watch a game of football. When I say all of us, is that coming back? I'm not too sure. But, as we say, please enjoy yourselves tomorrow. Don't go out there and show any animosity towards the staff or each other. Please, it's not Liverpool County faithfuls. Councils have decided on this. They've worked with the hubs, they've decided on this. Let's see what next week brings, please. I've had that many phone calls, that many emails, and I can imagine all the leagues are inundated with them as well. It's not the league committee. They're trying their best. They want to put games on. It's not them stopping you going in either, but they're trying to adhere to fixtures. They want the games to go ahead. If your team doesn't turn up, that's your prerogative. If you want to make a stand and just say, that's it, no teams are playing, that's entirely up to yourselves. Yes, that will put the fixtures in jeopardy. They'll change it around and also affect the committee members who are trying to put fixtures together. But hey ho, 2 days have gone and the games have flown well. So let's hope tomorrow, wherever you are playing football, if you're allowed there, please respect the referees on and off the field of play, the children, each other, and adhere to whatever regulations are in place, please. Okay, we know it's flu season, we know everyone's coming down with flu, people are getting mixed up, is it flu, is it COVID-19? Let's just hope, wherever you are, if you don't feel safe or you don't feel well, stay at home, put your feet up and relax. Okay, we've got to welcome on board Poulton Victoria, our first disability club. They're on board with Don't Cross the Line. And also, again, we've got to mention Dan Spellman, dear mate, wow. We've got KCC Live with FM radio, community radio, coming on board. They're in partnership with Don't Cross the Line with our podcast. We'll be able to play a little bit of music, bopping away. TJ Mal, Nathan Batchelor's called me. I'm sorry about the dance there. Had a little go there. Okay. Yeah, leave your dancing, leave your singing, Mal. I get all those messages every single day. DJ Mal, rings a bell. What music can I play? I'll know one song, and it's called Football Emotions. Plenty of you out there haven't heard it, and I'm going to get KCC Live to play that week in, week out, especially with our show. Why not? We'll have our own spot on there. We're looking forward to it, working with all their presenters, working with Grassroots Football. We're really going to go to town on this one, and we've also got a partnership with a film company as well. Wow, what more could you ask for? We've got the football pitches, they'll be in full flow, and I'm getting inundated with them, by the way, because there's no indoor training. Everyone wants to train outdoors. Well, anyone who wants to pass a message on to me, Mal at don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. And I've got to thank our volunteers, Paul Rupkin, Sophie and Matt. They've been absolutely fantastic. Paul's done a great job getting Poulton Victoria on board. That's the first of many, I assure you, because we're going to have a disability football tournament. All the tournaments are going to come on our 3G, 4G pitches, Ainsdale and Ellesmere Port. Looking forward to a lot of hard work. Looking forward to Turkey Friday. If I get there, I've got a sneaky feeling somewhere along the line we're just not going to go. I haven't even packed my case and I'm supposed to be flying out on Friday. Remains to be seen. So I won't be there next week. Yeah, everyone says. Out and about, especially the referees, they're probably saying, give us a break, will you? Especially Olivia. Give us a break, Mal. God blimey, every time I look up, you're there on the touchline. Well, it's only mentoring referees, making sure that everyone is safe. That's all I want to try and do, and want to make sure that the kids are smiling, the referees are smiling. Now the mums and dads are smiling. Not at the moment, they're not, we know that. And the coaches and the committee members, we're all working as one. We want to work together and make a difference, as we have been in grassroots football since 2003. Work with us and stay with us, please, because we're enjoying all our viewers, the listeners that are coming on board. Thanks to Dave as well, everyone who sent me all those messages, who watched the video on DXTL TV from the touchlines yesterday. Absolutely brilliant show. Thank you to Gordon Johnson, making an impact. That's what we're trying to do, making an impact in grassroots football. If you've got any stories, simply get hold of us. Everyone will hear about it. DXTL TV from the touchline, our WordPress site as well, from Don't Cross the Line. Colin Fulton, he'll be made up. He'll be listening to some music when we go in full flow with KCC FM radio. Why can't wait? Live radio. Dear me, Colin, he says he goes to sleep listening to me every night on the show. That's my voice. I'm sorry, Colin. I didn't know I put people to sleep while I was talking. Anyway, bit of music, and I'm sure there'll be some requests, but we'll work on that one. I'm not too sure how it's going to work, but I'm going to get used to it. And we're going to have young commentators coming back as well with a force. We've got Dan, who's going to help me do that one. So I tell you what, you want to be a roving reporter out and about with DXTL, commentating on games and possibly commentating on Liverpool or Everton games. Watch this space, keep in touch with us, and I'm sure you'll be working with us very, very surely indeed. I'm getting all mixed up. I'm excited about tomorrow's games. I'm excited about Monday's game with Liverpool. Dear me, loads to go on with. Don't Cross the Line. Got a load to do next week. Got my new car as well. Wow, things have just gone up and up and up. So I'm really excited. And I hope you're enjoying the show. Hope you keep tuning in. If you've got anything to say, as you say, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. We can make a song out of that, couldn't we? No, don't, they're all saying, okay, I won't. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So myself, Mal Lane, all the team here at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line and Respect programme. Have a great evening. Put your feet up, relax. See you tomorrow at 7. Good night, God bless.